Welcome to Dorker Realms. While most gamers will be familiar with Dungeons & Dragons from the newest edition of the game, there is a movement amongst some players called the Old School Revival, taking inspiration from the design philosophy of the earliest editions of D&D and bringing them into the modern era. These games and adventures emphasize the weird, the challenging, and the hardcore. Bear witness as our intrepid players explore unusual and dangerous tales in these old school adventures. This is part 3 of the Gardens of Ynn. Though the adventures can be listened to in any order, we recommend beginning with the first episode of any given adventure. We go now to the table to delve into Dorker Realms.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Dorker Realms. Another great new episode. DM, could you give us a quick recap of last time?
Maybe we should have introductions first?
We don't do those on episodes.
Do we
that
not?
are
Continuous?
part 3 of however many.
I knew that.
We don't do that every episode?
I was just testing you.
No, we don't do that every episode, cast and crew.
Just making sure you're on your toes. Alright, so in the last episode, we rejoined our protagonists a year after the previous adventure, and a lot had changed in the world. And they decided to go on another adventure. God knows why. You'd think these people would learn at some point, but they keep...
This one's great though. This is the one.
We're adventurers. We don't learn.
Plus,
I need more money.
Bindel was like, maybe we can go elsewhere and find silver and bring it back, and then we will be simultaneously heroes and rich.
I'll be honest. We're just doing this because.
Yeah, but that's the reason that your character gave in the game.
And using a scroll that Bindel recovered from the remains of the Great Library, they traveled to another world known as Ynn, a garden world of sorts, and they've been boldly exploring it. And
Penetrating its deepest depths.
You.
And last we left off, you were in an area where all the plants were a bit fleshy, and there was kind of a theater, sort of like a little amphitheater almost, that you had studied and found a little magic throwing knife.
Right, and wasn't there also a surgical table down on the stage?
There was nothing there. There was also a bunch of birds that I put to sleep.
You did put some birds to sleep.
Oh yeah, cassowaries basically, like big cassowaries.
Well, more like giant peacocks.
Yeah.
Those are so different.
Let's.
Oh no, you're right. It was cassowary types.
But they had peacock feathers.
But they had peacock.
When you said
Coloring
but,
it.
it was more like it should have been more like and also.
Yeah, sure. Fine.
Let's go deeper.
We did not encounter a Bindelathon at this location.
We need one it's not time to go back yet, but when we do want to go back, it'd be great if we found one.
Real quick, before we jump into it, we didn't really talk about too much last time that we had switched to a new system, Dungeon Crawl Classics. We did mention it, but we didn't talk really about...
the wider implications of that change?
Yeah, so one thing is most magicians and pretty much all elves have a patron, which is usually some kind of supernatural entity that they have
Unless you're an actual magician, in which case it's just a rich guy who gives you stuff to work at festivals.
And they provide knowledge and magic, and there's actually a spell where you can basically invoke them for aid. And both Bindel and Alder have one, so I thought maybe you could just mention it in case it gets casually mentioned, so that the viewers are not like, did I miss something? I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, Alder is new, so it's probably not it's not as big a change for my character as it is for Ryan's, because...
Yeah, but it's still a big, if you mention your great Kermit, it'd still be, random without this foreknowledge, right?
Yeah, Alder does follow the great Kermit, and we based him on... What was the one that you picked, Annie?
Bob.
Bogubills.
I promise you that
Bogubills.
looking the name up in the book would not make us any better able to pronounce that name. Basically, because some of the magic spells have mercurial effects, which is like an unexpected side effect that happens every time you cast the spell, which you roll on a table to find. One of them, the only one I got was that it rains frogs when I use a certain spell, which I tried to use twice last week and it didn't work either time. So I was like, okay, that's good. Yes, frogs. I will take that as a sign.
Bindel, being the deep knowledge seeker he is, has a patronage of Prometheus, the god who gave fire to humanity. You can read all about that in the after ritual, which will be on the patron page.
And you should. It's actually quite good.
Yes, you should donate to read it on the patron page.
Well, yes, plug, but also it was very entertaining.
Plug.
And just so we're clear, he's a seeker of deep knowledge. He's not a deep knowledge seeker, right?
I don't think Bindel's particularly deep. No offense.
How dare you! I actually, it's more like, how dare you? I'm still very drunk.
Right.
It's 2 bottles of wine.
Yes.
And one last note before we head deeper into the garden. Clerics get their powers directly from their deities, and they can become displeased if you fail skill rolls. So the reason that every time Vox has been healing Bindel, I've been teasing him a little is because I'm like telling him to justify it so I don't have to give him displeasure.
Because not only failure, but healing or using spells on the wrong kind of person, or the
Correct.
wrong alignment of person can also cause displeasure from the deities, and inherently detract from the effectiveness of those spells and abilities.
Yes.
Wow, that's so tribal.
Well, yeah.
All right. So
So now I want us to go deeper.
everyone okay with going deeper into the gardens?
Well, I suppose if he's gonna plunge deeper, we can always follow.
My stats went up.
Follow me!
I drank 2 wine.
All right. So deeper you go, and you come into an area that is heavily overgrown with vegetation. It's almost like a rainforest here. It's just everything is vastly overgrown. It's a little bit muggy, but there's a really pleasant, energetic feeling in the air. And at the center of this area, there is another one of those little towers that you visited before. This one is 4 floors tall, and similarly, it is also has an opening on the ground floor, with the door slightly ajar.
But it does not have a village of rose people.
Does
around?
not.
Okay.
Rose maidens.
Rose maidens, thank you.
So, are we going in there, or
Let's go in the tower.
It's purpose to explore, yes.
Just find some.
Later
just
here.
climbing up unknowable objects in strange abandoned buildings with 2 drunk people is just like the best idea I've had in a long time.
He's drunk too.
You only 2?
Didn't I run ahead?
I am drunk. I think I am better
No,
at
okay.
math than that.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright.
As you approach the tower, you feel a slight shaking under your feet, and you can kind of hear the sound of vines twisting and sort of growing. And when you glance behind you, the path that you took to get here has completely disappeared.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's fine. We'll find some booze in the side and
Wait.
drink the booze and then fall asleep to wake up and leave.
You really think we're gonna find more than one place like that in here?
Happened once.
Well, I suppose if it happened once, it could happen again.
Was ground shake or was me?
Both.
Heading into the tower still?
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So as you push the door fully open and step into the dusty, cobwebbed ground floor of the tower, you see a creature resting there. Its body is roughly the form of a leopard, and the legs end in deer's hooves, and it has a snake's head on a long serpentine neck. And as you step into the room, You hear the sound of dozens of baying dogs issue from its belly, and it raises its head, and it looks directly at Bindell L. Johnson.
I call dibs on the heart.
This is the beast.
Just
that
the thing.
Come on.
I cast shield. Oh wait, no, we
Your
still have shields.
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
Your shield is still
You
active.
still have like a couple more hours of shield.
We do have a couple more hours of shield.
Butt ton of floating shields. It's like a Gundam movie.
And everyone recovers 1 point of HP. If you're missing any, it doesn't fill you above maximum.
Just because time has passed?
No.
Oh, okay.
And we will
I
roll
wonder
some
if it
initiative.
I wonder if it can talk. Can you talk, Beast?
Does not reply, except with the sound of dogs.
I got a 13 for my initiative.
7.
Petra got a 19.
11.
All right, the questing beast will go first, and he is going to pounce at Ham on account of Ham being first in the marching order.
Ah, you're coming after me? It's okay, I'm filled with piss.
No, remember you pissed out 32 gallons or whatever, 32 liters.
That's right.
Pints. It was so crazy about.
I can retain water from the very elements.
But you didn't drink any water.
Exactly.
So he tries to bite at Ham with a 17 to hit.
Oh, I think, yeah, that got me.
I don't think so.
No, because you have the shield
Oh.
gives us +6,
I
right?
thought the
it
shield
does.
was only range. Oh,
No.
okay. Oh my god, these shields are great. Nope.
All right, and then it claws twice at him. 23.
So, I have +6, so it's 24.
With a, you're normally at
16.
So 6 + 6 is 22.
Oh, hi, I'm Asian. I know math. And by I know, I mean NO.
So that's a yes, I believe.
Yeah, you know, I just got some claws in me.
All right, so that'll be 4 damage, and we need a saving throw, which would be a saving throw versus poison, but that's not a thing here, so I would believe it would be a fortitude saving roll most
Sounds right.
appropriately.
Is this also a 20?
Yep.
Okay.
That's your- and your-
Force save.
Yeah, +2. 9.
Oof.
Okay. You can feel something coursing through your veins, and you take another 4 points of damage.
Oh, I take 8 points total.
And
Okay.
then for the second claw attack,
Oh, we're not done.
that would be an 18 to hit, which I believe you deflect handily with your shield.
You mean Hamdily?
Get out.
Those are my words. Don't culturally appropriate.
And it will be Petra's turn.
Okay. The questing beast has just clawed Ham.
Would you like the clawed ham or the seared ham?
It also tried to take a bite out of Ham, but
Yes, it's true.
wasn't able to.
Now it's poisoned ham, so we can't eat it anymore. I'm sure the questing beast can eat its own poison.
Hey, I've been eating this cudgel of ham for the past 2 months.
That's how you get your name. It's not your actual name. It's just what everyone calls you.
They call me the father of love.
We're about to call you chopped liver.
Like someone would want my liver. It's filled with booze.
That's why they
Also,
want it.
a fortitude saving roll from Petra, please.
Just for existing?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Just for existing.
That doesn't sound great. But that will be an 18.
All right. Nice.
Okay, Petra will cast paralysis on herself, her weapons. Is how it works.
Cast paralysis on yourself.
Yeah. I imbue. Oh, let's see. I imbue. So 23. Oh no, I don't have to. So I cast paralysis. Depending on what I roll, I guess the target can be different. I designate one creature within 30 and paralyze it with a word. I assume the questing beast is not 2 hit dice or less.
It is not.
Okay, so it gets a will save to resist.
It fails horribly.
Nice. So it is paralyzed for 6 rounds.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Now that magic has changed, Bindell's not the only one who can incapacitate the enemy.
Speaking of Bindell, it'll be his turn next, and I need a fortitude saving roll.
Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay. 14.
1 point of damage.
Okay. I shall cast Magic Missile at the casting beast.
Questing beast.
What did I call it?
The casting beast.
The casting beast.
I'm casting at the questing beast with my casting.
Yes, we'll use our unmissable spells while it is incapacitated.
The casting beast sits on top of the
Oh
casting
no.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, you have the...
I do a single point of damage to it.
Hey, it's not a failure though.
I'm like, pew!
Because of your staff that gives you all those bonuses.
I mean, the majority of them are just me being been done.
Oh, okay.
Ham is next. Fortitude saving roll, please.
Oh, look at me. I got to do it all day.
All day, every day.
Oh, take that. 20.
All right, you're fine.
Or maybe I give him a little fortitude check. Yeah, I'm gonna fight the casting beast.
Questing beast.
No, it's Bindell.
Oh, you're attacking Bindell, and
No,
you
no,
finally
no.
turned on him. Take that, casting beast.
Look, we're all a little drunk. It's just
Well,
fine.
most of us.
Okay, brother.
Well, I was saying, everyone who matters is drunk.
Okay, it's a 19 plus 20 or plus 1.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 20.
You hit.
Oh, thanks. I guess it's not a casting; it is a questing. All right, so I got 4 on my 1d4, and then I got 3 electric damage plus 3.
So 10 damage.
10.
10. Okay. And then we have to do the board. Sword and board, right?
Oh, because
I
as a
mean-
dwarf you can do your shield.
You don't have to.
I want to. What? I hit a critical miss and then something happens? So, I don't have to roll attack again, or I do roll attack?
I mean, you probably should have rolled your deed die in the first place during the attack,
Oh,
because now you have no bonus to your
okay.
shield.
Except that I also got a 14.
Nice.
Okay.
So a 14 plus your strength.
It was 15. All right.
You good?
And then I do
1d3 damage.
D6.
I don't think it's a D6 for a shield.
No, it's a d3.
Okay, so 1.
11
1
damage
whole
total.
point of damage.
It was worth it.
I mean, that's as much as Bendel did with his very powerful spell.
It will be Alder's turn, and also Alder's turn to make a fortitude saving throw.
16,
You're good.
17, 18.
You're good.
Nice.
You're still good.
You're even more good.
I'm then going to attempt to cast a spell. So I roll a d20.
Which spell?
Flaming Hands.
Alrighty.
Oh, catch these hands, questing beast.
23.
Nice.
Spell produces a blast of flame that burns up to 3 targets within range for 1d6 plus CL points of damage.
Caster level.
All targets must be within 10 feet of each other. I'm only going to target the beast, obviously.
You don't
I
want to
raised
target
my
Ham?
No.
If
I don't want to
That's
roast the
less powerful
ham.
than
if Alder had rolled too high, you could have burnt Ham alive.
Oh, really?
Well, it just shoots in the highest result. It shoots in a complete circle around you.
Caster can blast
You can
fire
only-
in a 360-degree arc outward from his body. Within that complete radius, he can pick one wedge of 0 to 180 where it does not blast, i.e. protect allies from this position. All creatures within the affected range outside of the 40 are
So you can choose like a half...
immolated, taking damage equal to 4d10 plus CL.
Yeah. Yeah, so if they rolled too high, they could have just
You-
been like,
it
oh,
would've-
I guess I just kill Ham.
Half the circle could have been eliminated and the
So
rest
CL is current level?
Caster level.
Caster level, so that's just my level?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 5.
5. Alrighty. It is the next round. The questing beast cannot do anything for this round, so it will be Petra's turn to make
Oh,
a
we keep our
fortitude
initiatives.
saving throw. Correct.
Do you? Oh.
Okay, that will be another 18.
Alright, you're good.
Petra will now approach the questing beast, and I don't know if coup de grace exactly is the thing in this. What is it? Attacking helpless targets? Is there auto crits or anything like that?
Your attacking dice goes up by 1 dice. So D20 would become a D24.
Oh. Okay. So that just means I'm more likely to hit.
Yeah.
I have a fiddly question. I don't know if you know the answer, and if you don't, it doesn't matter that much. If our normal action die is a D20 and we go to a D24 for whatever reason, in this case it being helpless, do we now only crit on a 24? Or
Correct.
Do we... Okay.
Oh, so there is kind of a downside to that. Well, not a downside. I guess it's the same.
No, it's way less.
Odds. Yeah. I hadn't considered that.
Me neither, but I was wondering. I didn't know if it was like your crit range just increases, but it doesn't really make sense.
Petra will get a 20.
I'll hit.
All right. There's a singing choir as Petra revs her chainsword and drives it into the paralyzed questing beast.
Sephiroth.
That will be 9 damage.
All right.
9 damage.
Petra!
Questing beast!
When we do plugs, I'll totally do like Sephiroth. Pizza Hut. Go to Lowe's, get your shovels.
MeUndies!
It is the casting beast's turn. Vindel. Fortitude saving throw.
Nice.
3, 6, 7, 8.
1 point of damage. Throat's burning a little bit. Nostrils too.
My allergies are acting out. I cast magic missile.
Come on, natural 1.
15 this time, which does 1d4 plus caster level.
Oh boy.
Hey, that's hugely better than the last one. For 5 damage.
Nice.
5 times the damage of last time.
Ham, fortitude saving throw, please.
Alright.
Ham. Pun, you love ham.
21.
Alright, you're fine. And free to take your turn.
Alright. Okay, so I hit this helpless beast with a 24. I got a night,
How about you roll your might die, or your deed die this time too?
D5.
What's the mighty
1.
deed he's doing?
Well, he's not doing any mighty deed because he got a 1.
Yeah, I got one. Okay,
You do have to declare your mighty deeds before you roll.
got it. Okay. Alright, let me do my thing with the
Do your
knifey.
little turn on the catwalk.
Yes. You want to hear my choir song? I'm too handy for this shirt. Okay, 1d6. So we do that. That's a 1 for the dagger. 1d4. That's a 2. And then plus 3 to the...
Yes.
So, okay. So 6.
And then you also add your deed die.
Oh, and then 1. So 7.
And then you shield bash if you want.
Shield bash. It's a graveyard smash. Okay, 15.
You hit?
So 1.
Alright.
It's always worth it.
Alder, fortitude saving throw, please.
11.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage. This poor majestic creature, unable to defend
the
itself.
fact that it's getting paralyzed and then beat to death, it does make me feel pretty awful. I'm like, so we're just clubbing seals now? Wow, this will really get rid of my sins.
I know. Gonna cast Flaming Hands again.
Oh, roll really high.
9.
Oh, well, lost failure.
Yep.
You realize since we're all drunk, this tale's gonna sound like a bro-y night out?
Except that I'll be able to vouch for you.
We're not gonna tell the tale around you. We'll
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go to bars and you don't even drink, so you're just gonna be like, cool, I guess I'll go to the library like a nerd.
Alder will go to the bar if you're going to a bar where there's people hanging out and not just a bunch of people, getting drunk in a cellar where we're on an adventure going to go do something.
It's definitely a drunk cellar bar.
There might be, chicks or whatever.
How's that lingo go for you, brosifs?
There might be some hotties at the bar.
How old are you, Alder?
Well, I am an elf. Well, I am an elf, so...
So how does failure work for elves and spellcasters? Just fails.
The lost failure means they failed the spell and they no longer can cast it.
Oh, right. That's right.
Will be Petra's turn since the questing beast is still paralyzed. Fortitude saving throw, please.
Oh, yes. That will be a 15.
You're fine.
Okay. Petra will continue to carve up this glorious questing beast that is paralyzed.
So sad.
Oh, that's a 24.
That's a
Naturally.
crit.
So how does crits work in this?
You should have your crit die written down somewhere.
A D10 on table 3.
There you go.
Correct.
5.
5. Alright. You inflict a brutal strike to the torso of the questing beast from which the baying dog noises are emanating, and you do an additional 1d8 damage with this strike.
Additional 1 damage.
Nice.
Let the dogs out.
What was the total damage?
So that will total be 12, then plus the 1 is 13 damage.
Alright, and brutal strike was not an exaggeration, because you just carved this poor creature's chest open with your chain sword, and blood gushes everywhere as it collapses to the ground.
Biendel, opening for you to get heart.
Go up to the questing beast and pull out that heart and eat it.
Oh. We have someone with flaming hands.
So, just to let you guys know, it has been 4 hours since you entered the Gardens of Ynn, just to keep you
Oh, yes, 'cause
informed.
we have a 24-hour limit, that's right.
I mean, you can stay as long as you want.
Which might be forever.
Very well could be.
So Bindel gets on his knees and digs out the heart of the questing beast, and he just sinks his teeth into it raw and tears out a chunk, and
Yeah.
as that raw flesh slithers down his throat, he just feels a burden lifted from him. He recalls the faces of so many children, and he just feels forgiven for his horrible, horrible deed.
I have done it! Killing this majestic animal and eating its heart has cleansed me of my sins! That's how it works!
I mean, was it really all that majestic? We came in, it was laying down on the ground, and then Petra made it
Would
lay
you like
down on the
would you
ground.
like a bite?
Sure. I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
there
do
is
that
no
with your
need.
tongue at me, I don't want it, but I'll take a bite of the heart, I guess.
Are there any other organs we can eat?
Yes, there's plenty of organs you can try and eat.
Alder's gonna take a bite of the questing beast's heart, which is maybe the weirdest sentence I've ever said while playing a tabletop game.
Nobody's gonna eat these dick and balls.
I mean, you're welcome to if you want to.
I just put it in my pocket for later.
No.
Tastes gamey and raw.
I don't understand what you're seeing in this, Bendel.
I
It
grabbed
feels
one
so
of the
much
eyeballs.
better.
Why does shit always work for you, don't work for nobody else? And he chucks it out the window.
Well, let's go higher up the tower. Man, this quest sure was worth it. I feel great. I thought I'd have to go one by one and atone for each of my sins.
What's
But
your mini
now they're all good.
How many shins
Just
were you?
one.
Shit! Well, I'm counting that all as one lump sin. I did it all at once.
Oh, the 12-step program, but you just get pushed down the flight.
I killed them all at the same time. It was one sin.
Was it revealed how you managed to summon those creatures?
I don't think so.
Yeah. What are these shins for which you are feeling so much attraction?
You don't need to worry about it. It's good now. It's all in the past. I'm cleansed.
Bendel, don't you maybe want to take like this pelt and we could turn it into something for you to wear?
Anyone know how to skin?
I know how to carve.
Wait, I have a knife.
Yeah, do you know how to skin?
Well, yeah, it's easy. You take the skin off and then you let it cure for like 6 hours. Well, you scrape it and then you let it cure for like 6 hours and then you stretch it over a fire and then you.
Aren't
cook
you
the
a
bottom
glass blower?
Well, yeah, but like that's not the only thing I've ever done in my life.
I wonder if perhaps we could bolster our rations with meat.
I don't.
Why do we need to do that? We're here one day.
Petra,
This is fair.
Petra, I took one bite of that thing. You don't want to eat any of that.
I didn't want to eat your heart.
It's not good.
The heart is much whatever.
All right, can we skin the questing beast?
You can try.
I will. Who's good at skinning? Alder seems to think they're good at skinning.
Well, I have a sword, so
We can. We don't need.
anybody got a knife?
I'm gonna cover.
Perhaps we can finish shower and then
It has
come
antlers
back.
and
Oh
leopard skin.
no,
is that
but
right?
no! You should just cut off
It's
one of its
shaped
feet.
like a leopard
Then
and
you
it
got a
has a
lucky
snake's
questing
head.
hoof.
I'm just going up the stairs.
I'm gonna
I
try
got
to
what I
hollow
wanted
it.
from this beast.
I'm gonna try to hollow it out. And make
Petra
a
is
little
already.
head out of that snake head.
No, I'm gonna follow. I'm not gonna stay here and mutilate the animal.
Petra's been ready to head up this.
All right.
It doesn't look very good. It looks like a yarmulke. Sorry.
Well, if you want it to look terrible, you don't have to roll for that.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So as Ham is doing that, the other three head up the stairs. Everyone recovers 1 point of HP. All right. As you head up the stairs, you hear little chirping noises, and when you reach the second floor, you discover several birds' nests, and the windows on this floor are all broken. And there's many eggs here, and a few hatchlings that are just chirping away, waiting for their mothers to return.
Oh
Wait.
my god, look at the babies.
What kind of birds?
You don't know. You've never seen such exotic-looking, fluffy babies before.
They're so fluffy.
Okay, how big are the nests?
They're like,
Normal bird nests.
Okay,
yeah, for like a big bird. Like a,
like a cassowary peacock.
no, not that big.
Okay.
A cast. Oh.
A castawary.
Oh, that's not what I was gonna say.
More like eagle size.
Yeah, I'd stay away from the nest.
Next,
You are much familiar, Bindiel?
next floor.
Perhaps.
That's not how wizards get familiars. You religious folk and your nonsensical hate and misunderstanding of
So wait,
everything
and
magical.
now how do you get a familiar?
You cast a spell. Find a familiar.
Well, that seems
I do,
I can teach you that.
sure.
I do not
Can
know
it
why.
be a frog?
It could be a frog if you want,
Oh, that's great.
or a toad.
No, toad.
I do not know why misunderstanding automatically becomes hate. I just,
Because your people destroyed my library and
that
killed
was
all
not
my
my
family.
people.
They're all your people.
No.
All of God's people.
Well, everyone is God's people.
That's not true. I'm not God's people.
Do we really have to have a theological debate while we just killed a monster downstairs and we're trying to find our way through a intradimensional, multi-layered, never-ending, randomly assorted, garden?
I don't know. Is that not the appropriate time for theological debate?
No, I feel like an appropriate time for a theological debate is when we don't have something to do. Like, in a bar.
They're probably right. What's on the next level?
The third floor is completely empty. There's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
I search anyway.
You don't find anything.
Ham walks in a circle.
You do
While
heal
he's
1
searching,
point of
I go to the
HP.
next floor.
All right.
And then I look around. Where'd
Petra
it
will
go?
be behind me.
Same also, yes.
I'm bringing up the rear.
You're searching for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's how searching works.
I'm 10 minutes away.
Okay. So, first of all, you also all recover 1 point of HP. As you head up to the top floor of the tower, this room has no windows, and in the center of the room, there is an object made entirely out of glass, shaped like a coffin. It's very kind of elegant design, and inside of it there is a humanoid skeleton, and it's just somehow perfect and beautiful when you look upon it. There's just something graceful about it, even in death. And at the back of the room, there's a huge brass bell sitting there, covered in dust with cobwebs inside of it.
My God, that is a work of art.
What do you think the bell does?
Probably wakes up the dude in the coffin.
Oh,
Alder's gonna get a closer look at the glass coffin.
Should we bring it?
Do you want to fight him?
I certainly am tempted. but-
What if he's friendly?
How do you know it's he?
What if
Look at the placement of the bones.
the
hips.
pelvis?
Yeah. I've opened
Is
a
there
lot
anything of note
bodies.
about the coffin and closer inspection?
I bet you have.
Not really anything of note. Just it's got such a exquisite design.
But I'm
with
a
little
glass
bits
blower. This might be literally the only time my job ever is. Danny.
Well, the way it's been made is just like the work of an absolute master craftsman, judging from it. And, like, you couldn't even think to replicate this, and it's just perfect,
I
really.
cannot even begin to fathom how they made this. It's gorgeous.
Magics. Everything is magics.
Oh, not everything.
Everything is magic.
That's a good point, Bindel. Petra's going to cast Detect Magic.
See, magic. Oh, then we can hold up Ham's head.
Just his head?
Be like, what do they do?
I'm so 10 minutes away right now.
Okay, I only get a 12,
I don't know
which is
what that means.
basically the lowest roll
I'm
is still
searching.
success.
Oh, you're done now.
I don't know how much time passes when you go upstairs and stuff.
So I'm aware of magical enchantment on any object or creature within range.
All right. Magical enchantment specifically?
Yeah, I think that's the term used for... Yes, it is magical enchantment specifically.
All right. Well, as Ham's coming up the stairs, his mouth is lighting up like a Christmas tree with those teeth he put in,
Right.
and
That's all you can fixate about.
So neither the bell nor the coffin or anything in the coffin lights up as magical?
no.
Well, they seem pretty not magical.
I'm ringing the bell. Any objection?
Hold on. Alder's gonna stand behind the coffin while you ring the bell.
Like on the other side of the coffin from Bindel?
No, like behind the coffin. There's the part where it opens, and then there's what would be the bottom if it was laying on the ground. I'm assuming it was standing up.
Or is it laid out like
I thought
on
it
a
was
table?
floating
Yeah.
vertically.
I thought it was like laying up against a wall, or is it laying on the floor?
It's in the center of the room, and it's like slightly elevated. It's not like laying
But
straight
it's
up.
horizontal? Oh, it's angled?
Yeah.
I imagined it literally floating.
Yeah, so he's gonna stand towards the
feet?
head.
Oh, it's the feet. The head.
Yeah, because then if something springs up out of it, I'm not directly in the way.
I ring the bell.
As Bindel rings this ancient, long untouched bell, it lets out a deep, resonant noise that kind of cuts through you, and it seems to echo out deep into the gardens beyond.
Well, that was...
Sound pretty good.
I wonder if maybe these two things are just in the room and not related to each other. Maybe we gotta ring the bell with the coffin, huh? Alder's gonna nudge it with his foot to see if it moves.
I'm gonna try.
It's not.
I'm gonna try and leave now and see if that made the plants move.
Nice, maybe.
Alright.
And his head down in the tower.
All right, you all recover 1 HP.
Did we investigate the skeleton or try to loot it or anything? Or
No one
Inside of
opened
a
the
coffin.
sealed glass coffin.
that we can break?
No.
You can try if you want. We again will leave the room.
We are not
You will
keen
be
on
on
trying
your
to break
own.
that coffin.
Would you like to do that?
Try it. I'm gonna cat person it.
All right. So we leave the room and then he tries to break the coffin.
What are you trying to take, though?
Pretty skull.
You
was
smash
just-
the glass coffin.
And then I take the prettiest part of the bone that I can carry.
Well,
The skull, I guess.
I
Okay.
guess so.
Okay, I take the skull,
Sure.
and then I take the skin from the questing beast and put it on the skull.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so now we have established that Ham is our resident sociopath.
I have
Apparently.
fake teeth, and I have, just mementos.
I feel like someone's not gonna last long in the group.
You
Oh,
mean me
really?
all
You
the
think
time?
Paul?
That sounds unlikely.
Hashtag called it.
All the-
Nothing, as far as you can tell, has changed on the immediate vicinity when you return to the outside of the tower.
There's still no way Can we go deeper, or are we stuck here?
No, you can go deeper, you can go back, you just can't go back the way you came.
Oh, okay. Let's go deeper then.
Yeah, I don't think the bell actually did anything. I think it was just there.
What if it affected other places?
I guess maybe.
What if it changed how things are generated?
What if candy is dandy and liquor is quicker?
That's true, though. That's not a what if. Everyone knows candy is dandy and liquor is quicker.
Quicker than candy?
No, it's because liquor gets you there quicker than beer.
Why would liquor be compared to candy then?
Because candy's dandy. It's not a comparison. It's two separate facts.
Petra, hearing a woman of the cloth talking about licking her is really weirding me out.
What? No, we were talking about alcohol.
Yeah, you keep saying liquor.
The alcohol.
Don't lick her.
I have not licked anyone.
But
I find that hard to believe.
Why not? It's women of the cloth.
Yeah, but
Mary-
she's not
Mary-
a Catholic, so...
I don't know the difference.
Well, she's a woman of the cloth, so she's not a Catholic.
They have nuns.
They do have nuns.
So, as you head ever deeper into the Gardens of Ynn, you come to a place, the garden twists and then goes completely into a vertical wall, as if the ground was rotated 90 degrees. Grass, flowers, and little trees all grow normally, poking out from the cliff and then bending to grow upwards. And
So they grow out and up?
Yep.
Oh.
Yo, I don't know how I feel about this, like, literal difficulty curve we're looking at here.
And
It's more of difficulty angle.
the cliff section is suspended over a yawning abyss to which there is no visible bottom, just fades into mist.
Oh, so it goes vertically down, not up?
It goes both. It's like a vertical garden wall.
So there's then a gap?
Yeah, how would we be able to see down? Because there's ground.
Okay, so you're like standing here, and then there's like the vertical wall ahead of you, which is where the garden grows, and then below that.
This is very difficult
So
to imagine.
I'm so
Okay.
confused.
Alright, so you've been walking on a flat plane like
Yes.
this,
Sure.
and then that stops, and then there's a 90-degree wall.
Oh, we're not meeting the wall perpendicularly. The wall is parallel to us and going vertically.
Yes.
I still don't
I
understand.
am so... It's
Alright,
getting worse.
so you see that wall?
Yes.
Okay, so imagine you're standing there, and there's no floor here.
So yes, there is a gap.
No,
Yeah.
there's not a gap. There's emptiness.
Yeah.
The wall is now the ground. We're not the wall. The ground
I
is.
hate this.
Okay, so we're walking straight, and the ground below us kind of twists to like that, but like there's no twist, right? It's just now there, and then this is nothing.
Well, there is like a slight twist, but then where there would be more ground, there's nothing.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Wait, is it like the... Did you read Harry Potter?
No.
It's like a turn, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
It twists up, and so the what was the floor becomes nothing, and the floor angles to the wall.
Yeah. So not all of the floor is an abyss, just
Oh,
some of
okay.
the floor is
Okay.
an abyss.
hold my belt for a second. Hold my belt for a second.
Alright, there are,
Oh.
yeah, I'm not done.
Okay.
We got hung up there
Yep,
for a minute.
yep.
There are 9 creatures here. They're all on the wall. And then 5 of them are fish in little suits, kind of like dressed in butlers' outfits.
Oh my god, this is the coolest thing
Uh,
ever!
So one of the fish creatures has its foot stuck in some kind of snare, and all the other creatures are gathered around it. There are 3 that are long-limbed frogs standing on their hind legs, dressed in servants' outfits, and the last one is a ferret with kind of sleek fur, dressed in a butler's outfit, and he looks 100% done with the situation that he's currently dealing with, and they're all basically holding onto the wall with one hand, kind of gathered around the
Snared.
one that is snared. Yes.
Oh my gods, what can we do to help y'all?
Hearing your raised voice, they kind of look over at you, and one of the frogs, one of the frogs is like, "It will be fine, it's just, they just need to listen to me. Alright, look, you have to turn your leg in that direction, and then you push forward, and then you yank it back. You push forward, and then you yank it back. The other one's like, that's ridiculous. No, you... Look, you have to hold on with one hand and turn your whole body around, and your foot will just slip out of the snare. It's very simple.
What kind of snare is it?
It's like a super simple, like, hunting snare.
So is it like a piece of rope, or is it like a metal...
A slip knot.
Yeah, it's like a slip knot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I reach to cut the rope with my sword without having to step onto the wall?
No.
How high up are they?
I'm going to experimentally see what happens if I put my foot up on where the wall starts to curve.
There's no change in gravity. They're all, like, holding onto the wall
How
where
high
they
up
are. Not that high up.
Are they past where the ground becomes nothing?
Can I
though?
give Ham a boost?
How far?
I don't know. Not far.
Can I give Ham a boost? Would you be able to reach then?
No, they're, like, a ways away from you.
Yeah.
So you'd have to, like, go up onto the wall to get there.
Yeah, how far? Just, I need like a...
Like that.
Oh!
I need
Within
like
30 feet?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's the thing you can do. Nice.
I was wondering about
That
our
was-
shields. Can they hold weight?
No,
Oh, okay.
they're not physical shields.
Oh, okay.
Petra will try to mimic the fish and frogs by putting a hand on the wall and seeing if she can pull herself up.
Petra, wait. I'm gonna try and do something here. Hold on. 19. The caster gains the actual climbing ability of a spider as long as his hands and feet are bare, so he's going to strip off his shoes. He can hang upside down, climb completely vertical surfaces with no handholds, move across spider webs, and even scurry upside down at obtuse angles. The caster moves his normal speed and never makes climb checks. He's immune to spiderweb spells. The caster's hands and feet remain bare, and items weighing less than 5 pounds stick to his hands during this time, making spellcasting impossible for the duration.
Petra will pick up Alder's shoes and tuck them into her sack.
So I crawl over and say, "Move out of the way. I'm gonna help." Just this like alien crawling on the wall.
On all fours like some beast.
They all kind of move out of the way, sort of climbing along the wall. Their hands quite easily sink into the very soft ground of the garden wall, and they just kind of climb out of your way.
He's gonna pull his sword out and then very carefully like grab the rope with one hand so that if there's like some kind of weight, he can like keep it from snapping back, and then cut with his other hand.
All right. You easily cut the snare, and the fish kind of like looks down at his foot and moves it around a bit, and he's like, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Is there any like tension on the rope as I'm holding it?
No.
Okay.
Where is the rope attached
Oh no, I guess he probably
to?
can't let it go because it's stuck to his
Oh,
hand
yeah.
now.
Where is the rope attached to?
It's just like buried in the ground.
Oh.
I guess he like cuts off the length of rope so that he can like crawl away. That's all he wanted.
Yeah,
He wanted to
sure.
help the cute fish
Yeah.
and make the ferret not be so
you wouldn't-
upset.
I appreciate the help. Thank you. That's the ferret speaking.
No problem whatsoever.
Polar, hurry up! I want to go deeper.
Well, you have to go across to go deeper.
I want to go a different way, back deeper.
Well,
Back then deeper.
why don't y'all just do what I did and crawl on the wall like a
We
spider?
We are not spiders
I-
or elves.
Can't do that. I had a different idea, but it probably won't work.
Petra will attempt to, like the fish and frogs are doing, sink her hands into the wall to climb it.
It is very easy to do so.
Oh, so then
Petra begins kind of laterally climbing. Is there
They
another?
don't have to make a climb check?
Is there
fucking
is there
waste.
another side we can see?
so we can just fucking do it, guys.
Well, it's not waste because you still have the spell. You didn't lose it.
That's cool though.
I guess we'll climb across then.
And it meant that you could cut that rope without having
Having
to
to
worry
hold
about
on.
your
Yeah,
hands
that's
being
true.
free. Yeah, no, that was still a smart thing to
Way
do.
better than my idea.
Which was what?
I was gonna try and cast it large and be like,
And then all of us fall into the abyss.
and then it's like, move out of the way. Oh no! I need to find another questing beast now.
Yes, Petra will then climb her way until she sees or finds an exit.
I
Alright.
follow suit since
Yeah,
I
we'll
know that
go
it's
that way.
smushy.
Okay, so the four of you get up onto the vertical garden wall, and you start making your way across. And not too far ahead, you see it returns to its normal ground position, but you notice that the way forward is completely blocked by solid rows of like hedges.
Ving, ving! Petra's going to attempt to saw through the hedges.
All right, you kind of like saw through while. All right, what is your combined strength? Well, it would be strength, dexterity, and constitution, but they have different names.
Strength, agility, stamina.
Yeah, those three.
The scores
Yes.
combined will be 33.
Okay. What is everyone else's?
Oh, 36.
43.
36.
So it's a little bit harder to like dangle off and.
Oh, I thought you said
saw.
there was a flat part. We returned to normal.
Oh no, there is a flat part, but that is immediately like there's hedges right there.
Okay. So you said it's difficult to hang on and try to cut through the hedge.
Not impossible though. It's
Okay.
just like I'm just letting you know it's like a little tough. Like you feel your grip loosen a little bit as you do that.
Does she make any
You do not.
make any progress?
No, you cut away and there's just more hedge.
Okay, she'll resheath her sword and reestablish her grip on the wall.
Sure.
This is difficult.
I have nothing that will help here.
It's just. Could you do the burning hand thing again?
Not while spider climbing.
Well,
Oh, right.
I
you
can't.
cast
I
spells.
can't do 2 spells at once, and also there's a small chance that might go like very wrong, and I don't want that to happen when we're like hanging over a pit.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go back since we have no way forward here.
Yeah.
So the ferret and all them just left?
No,
No. Can we ask them
Yeah.
how to get out?
That's a good.
if you want to.
Hey, fish boy, ferret guy, all those guys.
Be polite.
They all turn to look at you.
Wow, you are really rude and like a vandal. How did you get
Excuse
in our
me,
group?
garden denizens. Do you know how to go deeper from here?
Yes, you just go deeper. What do you
But-
mean?
There is hedge is blocking way.
What? No, there isn't. We came from that way.
Can
You
they
didn't-
not see where we're pointing at? Are we that far away?
They like have to like crane their necks and kind of like shift their position a little. Oh, that's new.
You came from this direction?
Yeah, but there weren't any hedges there.
Perhaps we have gone as far as can.
Where are you guys headed?
We have to go prepare some meals for our masters. We're heading over to one of the towers that they left behind, tidy up a little, and prepare some meals for them in the evening.
So they come back to eat the food that you make them?
They do not.
But you make it anyway because they told you to do so before they left and you never stopped.
Correct.
Alright.
I changed my magic staff into like an anchor and like a tether that will go around me, and then anchor it into the wall.
Okay.
And I pull out the long sword that I've been carrying around for no real reason because I just had it before.
Since the Garen games?
And then start trying to hack at the stupid hedge.
Okay. So Bindel's doing that.
Could you use Petra's chainsword?
I don't want to use Petra's chainsword.
Could you maybe anchor Petra so she could...
No.
Alright.
Could you do it since you have spider like feet and
I
then
don't
just
know if I can target someone else with spider climb.
No,
Oh,
just
no,
try
no.
to hack at the
Using-
hedges while you're anchored with your feet.
I have to
still.
cast it.
You're still climbing.
it hasn't been 10 minutes, right?
I was just told that it has been, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said it would be when we try to go
We
deeper.
tried to go deeper. It's
And
been
that,
10
that
minutes.
took
Do
10
you want me to
minutes.
try that?
Okay, I see. No,
I'm perfectly happy to try. I just...
One of the frogs makes his way over to where Bindel is dangling. No, that's all wrong. That's not how you swing a sword if you want to clear away a hedge. You have to swing more vertically.
I tried swinging more vertically.
You just like hack into the hedge and you're not really cutting anything
I'm gonna
away.
try to cast
It's like,
spider climb
"That's
on
it.
myself.
Put your back into it. Put your back into it. Don't swing the sword with your arm. You swing with your hips. Swing with your hips.
Guys,
Let me tell you,
swing
my
with my
oaths.
I
So you see Bendel kind of like thrusting with his hips and just thrusting downward.
Danielle, I think think
He
this
looks
is a,
ridiculous.
I think this is a get off my lawn kind of thing. I don't think any of what he's saying is actually going to help you much.
Nonsense. My old master was incredibly fond of the gardens, and I watched them work away at them many a time.
Were
You
they
swing
normally,
with your hips
were they
and you
normally
swing...
using a sword, though?
Well, of course not. They use some kind of a gardening implement like a shovel.
I go back to swinging the normal way and try to chop.
Try the root spin
No. That's not how you swing.
Why don't you hit him the sword?
so he can kill himself.
Well, I mean, if you're so good at it.
You don't have to be a master to
Yeah.
identify a
I
fool.
wonder if I
Ooh.
have to
Borrow
wait
your
to cast
dagger
a
for a
spell on
moment?
myself again.
Sure.
I don't
I-
think you have to wait at all.
I put my sword away, I take the dagger, and I go like Star Wars.
The hedge falls away and there's more hedge there. The hedge falls away and there's more hedge there.
I think we gotta go back, guys.
Yeah, alright.
Fine.
Hand the dagger back.
That was worth
We
a
will
shot.
climb our way back towards the way we came.
Alright, you climb your way back across the vertical wall, and when you reach the other side, there's solid hedges all along the ground, blocking your
Can
progress.
we go down or up? Is that an option?
I mean, you could. There's an abyss down, and up is just, like, eventually sky when you reach the top of the wall.
I take
Yeah,
my
but
skull.
we'd be at the top of the wall, which implies there'll be an end to the wall, and then there's something at the top.
I'm gonna throw my skull into the abyss,
Okay.
just because.
The skull disappears into the misty abyss below.
I start climbing upward.
Alright.
Seeing no other option, Petra will follow.
Ham and Alder?
Following.
Mr. Frog, would you like to come with us? I rather love your voice.
Well, I really should be getting back to my duties. Let me tell you about my old master.
Oh, God.
And then we start walking away.
Climbing away.
I'm over it.
Alright.
I put some ham in my ears like they're earbuds.
You spend a few minutes climbing all the way to the top of the garden wall, and it's very thin, so there's nothing really up there. It just kind of crests and then goes back downwards vertically.
Can we climb over to the other side?
So looking down at the other side, it looks like you could. You see 9 creatures all dressed in uniforms dangling on the wall down there.
If Petra reaches over, can she easily grip the other side of the wall in a similar fashion?
Sure.
Sure, that doesn't sound very...
It's the same wall. You're looking at the same 9 creatures.
Climb over. It'll be in Pac-Man. You go around and you come to the other side, but it's the same side on the top.
That's what I was thinking when I dropped the skulls and come from the top. And just see if it was.
Do we want to try going downward?
I have no other direction to see.
I guess we go...
Do we want to try climbing into the abyss? Is that the question you're asking?
Well, we cannot go forward and we cannot go back or up.
I'm asking if you have any other ideas, because I do not want to do
I
that.
mean, how do we leave again? It's drawing a door, right?
No. We go
we
back
have to go
the
back
door.
to where we were.
I thought we could leave.
No.
By the
anytime
door we
want.
came.
Nope.
Yeah.
So then we don't have a 24-hour time limit. We have a 12-hour time limit. 'Cause
No.
We have to turn... Yes, because if we're 12 hours deep, we would have to turn around and walk back for 12 hours.
Actually,
Not how it
And
worked
probably
last time,
even
was
less time than that.
yes, that is exactly how it works. We took a Bendelafon back the first time, which was quicker.
it? Right.
Also, we have less time than that. Robin is right, because we took the boat, which meant several levels deep all at once that we haven't explored. So if we go back that way, we would have to go through those.
You also don't know how to get back that way.
True.
Can we just follow the 9 creatures back to the kitchen tower, or do they not know?
Well, I'm trying to ask for ideas, so if that's your idea...
That's my idea.
Alright, well,
I was asking if you might have known more than
No, that's an idea I don't think anybody else thought of.
I thought of it. I just kind of suspect they'll be like, whoa, we just go... Oh, there's a hedge there.
Like they did when we said that there was a hedge behind them.
Mr. Frog, Master Frog,
Yes.
is there... How do we get out of here?
You simply take the path forward.
There's a hedge there.
Ah, so there is. Well, you know what they say. If there's a hedge, there's a wedge. And we'll just cut our way through it. Now, you see, my old master was quite the gardener.
Alright, I'm gonna start climbing downward. Get to the bottom.
that. Whoa.
Go to where all the gears are.
Did any of the other ones know anything?
Oh, yeah,
The ferret or the... No?
Do you want to ask them?
I'm gonna ask Garrett.
I'm climbing as he asks.
Well,
Yeah.
there should be a way forward over there, but it appears to have been sealed off. Certainly not normal, that's for certain.
So, how are you gonna leave?
I don't know. This has never happened to me before.
Oh, okay. Well, I know a dead end when I see one. Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Down we go.
Alright, you make your way to the bottom of the wall, going as far as you can, and it just sort of ends near the bottom, and there's a misty abyss below you. The light kind of howling wind noise coming from it. And you're just perched there in darkness above an abyss.
Man, if only we had like some sort of small familiar or summoned demon. Just drop down below.
So I guess we're going to try and hack our way through the hedge wall?
Yes, there's no other way to go.
But we already tried that, and there was just more hedge.
Maybe there's not an infinite amount. Maybe it's a set amount and we didn't hit it. Maybe if I'd cut one more hedge, I would have been through.
So are we just gonna pretend that it's probably not that we need to drop into this scary unknown abyss?
Anyone want to try it?
Nope.
I am very not keen on falling into abyss.
Hammerstein. No. I've been thinking about cannonballing though. It's very like just last one in is a gully dwarf. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, I don't have any good.
We climbed up, we tried to go back, there was more hedge. Try to go for this hedge.
Okay, alright, Danny. We are all out of ideas, so this may seem like a time.
Ask God for help.
Dang. Doing this imparts a cumulative +10 penalty to future disapproval rating.
Yeah, that's for like the rest of the adventure too. So
Unless I make sacrifices to reduce it by 1 each time. Oh boy, I don't know, that's a high DC. Alright, we'll spend some time trying, both Petra and Bindel will spend some time trying to hack through the hedge. Are we going to try the way forward because we've already spent some time hacking at it?
Let's go back the way back because I don't want to go deeper and then have to redo this when we try and leave.
Fair enough.
Alright, so you head back to the side from which you came, and you're just going to dangle there and attack at the wall?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Alright, so you each hack at the wall of hedges, and Petra, you can feel your grip starting to weaken as you do this one-handed, and Bindel, you've still got a pretty solid grip right now. You're not making any progress that you can see. Do you want to continue?
I'm going to cast Spider Climb on Petra.
Okay.
It might not turn it that way.
21. Self or touch.
Okay.
If you roll higher, you can turn.
Caster gains the actual climbing ability of a spider, blah blah blah. So you have to take your shoes off. It's
Whoa.
exactly the same as I did last time.
If it's caster, that means you.
It says caster or all allies. I'm assuming that if it's within,
Caster or all allies means caster or all allies.
so you can't
Yeah,
use
so
it
no.
as touch unless. Well,
no,
it's the
it's-
next step up that says caster or allies. The
Then-
level that I rolled is only caster.
Then it's only caster.
All right, then I guess I have spider climb for the next 10 minutes. I tried.
Petra will take the time to re-anchor herself right and continue to hack at it while losing her grip.
Okay.
Are you like supposed to fall asleep just like the last time?
No, it's supposed to fall, probably.
Yeah.
6 hours have passed now since entering the
Jeez.
gardens.
How long? Is that then 2 hours or 1 since he cast shield?
It's actually been like 3 now. So
So
it lasts for 1 more
We
hour.
have 1 more hour of
We just start pushing all the guys in the uniform.
You still cutting away, Bindel?
I mean, I've got this staff anchoring me to the wall, so I might as well keep going.
In future, you should mention if you want to set something like that up a second time.
Oh, I never changed it back.
You went across the wall.
Yeah, I just assumed I was like, bloop, bloop, bloop,
Yeah, you
because it was a
should-
tether.
Let me know if
Because
you
he's
do that.
rolling the check.
Yeah, I have it.
All right.
Still.
You, as Petra regains her grip and Alder casts magic, then hams out. Bindel cuts away, making no progress whatsoever at clearing the hedge.
Maybe it's time for flaming hands. I mean, what?
Flaming hands, they can't be used anymore.
Shit!
Yeah.
What about just a regular torch?
Do you have one?
I do have one torch.
Do you have a tinderbox?
I have no tinderbox.
So
Petra
you
has
can't
a
light it.
tinderbox because
Alright.
she has a lantern she needs to light.
You
But
have-
I do not know how we can strike a tinderbox with only one hand.
I can do it.
I can do it.
It'll be stuck to my hand, but then I can light it.
Or can we
Petra
just
will hand her tinderbox
can we
to
just
Bindo.
each hold it while
You
we're
need
hanging
a
on?
tinderbox is two-handed. You need to
No, that's what
strike
I'm saying. One hand.
It's
and we,
much simpler to just let.
Who's
right?
holding
Yes.
the torch?
Yeah.
We have 4 party members.
Just hold the torch. I'll hit the tinderbox.
Okay. Okay.
And I hand the tinderbox back.
And then I try to climb over to the hedge and light
Try
it
to
on fire.
burn the hedge away.
Without, smothering the torch.
All right, so you're holding the torch there, and like 10 minutes pass, and nothing has caught fire.
Then I
It's just
What are we
burning
missing?
away at the hedge.
You
and
probably
the
were
hedge
supposed
is
to
not-
fall into the abyss, but sorry, Danny.
Then the hedge is not catching fire.
Okay.
Maybe we just need to murder all of these anthropomorphic
Absolutely
creatures.
I'm not doing
not.
that.
I know, I'm not
They're
either.
adorable
but-
fish and butler suits.
I was gonna slap him around a bit.
No, of course not. Like, I'm not thinking that my character would actually do that, but we haven't found any other solution.
Alright, so either you call God, or we're going down the abyss.
It's a very scary proposition. Either way, I wouldn't want to be in your cloth because you're not wearing shoes. If you don't want to, I'll just jump.
Yeah, okay, let's go to the bottom. We climb all the way to the bottom, and then Bindo's like, alright, time to work a little bit of magic.
What are you doing?
Hold on a second, you eager beaver. Ham, Alder, and Petra all have Featherfall for
Nice.
4 rounds or until landing.
All right then.
Go!
Oh, I wasn't.
All right, so the ham, let's go.
And that's where we'll pick it up next time on Dorker Realms. Does Ham live? Does Ham die? Who knows? See you next week.
That does it for today's episode of Dorker Realms. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly of all, tune in next week.